Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome back here to Schlieve Field as we get ready for this Trailways East Conference contest between the Horicon Marshmen and the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. The Marshmen just took a 15-0 victory in game number 1. We're going to take a look at, hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll come back and look at some of the pregame information that we wanted to run in game number 2 with just taking a look at the results of each of these teams so far and see if we can take a look at some individual player statistics as we get ready here for this contest. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here from Schlieve Field in Waupun, Wisconsin, as the Crusaders of Central Wisconsin Christian get ready to take on the Marshmen of Horicon. We'll be back.
A single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead, building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field. Let's take a look at the information here that we have for the Horicon Marshmen. Their current record now is 11-2. I believe that they had 13 hits, so take and add that to that 81. That's going to give you 94 hits on the season. I don't have the rest of the balls and strikes and that information here. Again, you can take a look at their 2 losses to a Laconia team early on the season that was really, really strong. And then on April 11th, they've lost to Mayville. So those flyweight teams are super strong when you start talking about Laconia and Mayville over there. Unfortunately, the Trailways East is not very strong and does not give a lot of competition to this Horicon team. However, you take a look at, they had a good game against Hustisford Dodgeland, which put them in a situation where they just won that game 3-2. They did also beat Oakfield only 3-2. So they've had some challenges here to get to that 11-2 mark, but they just beat CWC just now 15-0. Let's take a look at some of the team statistics here for the Horicon Marshmen as they're getting ready here with the warm-ups taking place. For CWC, let's see if let's go back and take a look at some of the CWC information here. We're not going to have a lot of time to get to the team statistics. Currently, they are 6-10 on the season. They've had a couple of bad losses early on in the year when some of their athletes made a couple of poor choices, and some of those poor choices put their team in jeopardy where they had to sit out for those first 6 games. So they lost a game to Wayland 21-15 that they should not have. They lost 2 to Laconia, which is definitely was an expected loss, but then they lost to Lourdes 3-2, which they should not have lost that game. They split so far with Oakfield, and then they just lost 2 right now to Horicon. Overall record again is 6-10. Let's see if we can take a look at starting lineups here for Central Wisconsin Christian, as the doctor is on the ice score. Taking a look at, here's the defensive setups right now for CWC.
I have somehow clicked on the wrong game.
That happens.
There we go.
Hit right off of the knee of Phyllis. Gets a good job and recovers and gets the out, and let's hope that he's okay after taking that shot off of the knee. Good defensive play there by, I believe that's Lawson Phillips, who's on the mound.
And I thought they told us that we were going to flip-flop home and away teams
here. They decided not to. When I talked with Worf when he came back up that second time.
I wish somebody would have told me.
I'm sorry about that. Because it didn't make sense and that's what I explained to him. I said, if you haven't played each other, yes, it makes sense. But since you've already played and the schedule was going to be playing, now you can just flip that. I believe it's under the miscellaneous, maybe? Where you can flip the teams. That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. So it might be under miscellaneous where you can. Did you get it switched?
Nope.
Is it where it says you can flip the teams? That's going to be hit on the ground over to Butine. That's going to eat him up. So just after we were talking about how solid defensively he was, that time he's going to get eaten up with an error. Is there a way to? It might be. It might be under the options.
It's too late now.
Right here is the options, right here in this corner. Swap teams.
Well, I already started a new game.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. 1-0 is the count here to the number 3 hitter for Horicon. Here's the pitch. That's hit well out in left field, and that one is gone. Home run for the number 3 hitter, a 2-run shot for Horicon. That was hit well. 2-0, just kind of like they started the other game. They have just jumped right out on top. Picking up exactly where they had left off from. Brings up the number 4 hitter for the Horicon. Here's the pitch. Ball high. 1-0. That's going to be fouled off. 1-1. One down, that first one. Again, that one right off of the knee, I thought, of Lawson Phillips. He did a good job of staying with it, grabbed it, pitched it over to Golday to get the out. Comes back. Walks that second batter, and the third batter drills one out of here. All right, take that back. The second batter hit an error to the third baseman, and then it was the home run. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. To, I believe it's Krieger is number 34. Three and one with 1 out. 2-run shot. That'll be outside for a ball. And draws the walk is Krieger. It's going to bring up number 24 for Horicon. Wonder if by chance, if I had done an import here, maybe I've got at least a roster. Fires over to try and get the pick off. Let's see if I've I do. At least I'll have the roster here. Swing and a miss, 0-1. With 1 out. Number 24 at the plate, that's Max LeBlanc. Leighton Krieger at first. That's going to be pop foul. Butine trying to track it. Gets there and gets the second out. Nice job there by Jackson. Butine to track that one and get the out. Two down now for the Marshmen. Brings up first pitch in there to number 17, Barrett Meyer, for a strike.
Have to catch me back up to speed here
Yep.
once I get out of this inning.
We will do so. Strike one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit into the air. Skalma could not see it, and that's going to be a base hit. That'll fall for a base hit for number 17. Going to bring up now for the Horicon. That'll bring up number 9, Brady Anderson. Ball 2, to Anderson. Runners at first and second. 2-0 is the lead here for the Marshmen. Here's the pitch. Inside, right at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Two down for the Crusaders defense. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit into short center. What a grab out there by the second baseman for the
Levi
Crusaders.
Phillips, freshman out there making a play.
Good job there by Levi. 2 runs on, I believe that's going to be on 2 hits. We'll have to double check that. 1 error and 2 left on after 1/2 inning. Your score 2-0. We'll be back.
2-1.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346 Tire.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at...
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field as we get ready here to start to bring things out. Pitching still, on the mound is going to be number 8. That's going to be Quentin Brown on the mound for Horicon. That's going to be down low. 1-1 is the count here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. Up to bat is going to be Lawson Phillips, who's the pitcher. Good attempt at the block there. That's going to be missed. 2-1. Think that a coach just mentioned over to the pitcher, just throw strikes, trust your defense, for goodness sakes. Nothing fancy here. We don't need to do that. You just had a 15-0 win. That's in there for a strike. Just throw strikes, make them hit. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball to the outside for the strikeout looking. 1 down to the Crusaders.
Quentin Brown heeded the coach's orders and just throw strikes. Keeping it simple. Grant Billy up to the plate, seeing if we can't get something started for the Crusaders today. Excuse me.
It's going to be hit on the ground. My apologies there. Shortstop fires across the diamond and gets the out. Good play there on the 6-3 putout. A little bit late there. I was trying to text my wife and tell her to go pick up my prescription antibiotics. Maybe I'll start to feel a little bit better after this weekend.
Jacob Skalma up to the plate for the Crusaders. 2 outs on the board. All 1 inside.
Inside and a little bit low, it looked like as well, but here's the pitch from Brown. That's going to be hit hard again to the shortstop, stays with it, picks it up. Interesting strategy that he uses as he runs towards the first baseman, throws over there to get the out on the 6-3 putout once again. I have not seen a shortstop ever do that, where they pick up the ball and then run towards the first baseman and then throw it. But it works for him.
I also can't imagine Coach Smith is too pleased with that base running. You know, if you know it's going to be close, aren't you supposed to put your head down and run?
Run right through the base.
Skalma watched that one all the way.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on base. And after one inning, your score 2-0 for the Marshmen. We'll be back.
238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field here in the top of the second. Yeah, we just feel like we get plenty of appreciation from our small schools that we cover here in central Wisconsin. Christian, Oakfield, Laconia. If we expand with a potential flyway exposure, that gives us more small schools to get ourselves into. And we just feel that those smaller schools have a better appreciation for what we can bring as a service. So we're just going to continue to focus our service in that direction.
Absolutely. We love what we do and the opportunity it gets these kids to get their name out there. Phillips drills Ethan Strife with that one.
Another hit by pitch, free walk, runner on first base. And we greatly appreciate our CWC family. A lot of our sponsors have that connection. Sam's Well Drilling has the connection, plus they're also with the Randolph schools. Hoekstra's has a tight connection. Obviously, we talked about that before with CWC. WDS.
Our sponsors are our sponsors for a reason.
Right.
Families, employees, long-time, community members may or may not have kids in these programs that we cover. So obviously they are wanting to support and have been supporting all of these high school athletic programs for a number of years.
It is going to be very interesting, as we've talked before. Cameron's also the assistant athletic director. How is NIL going to have that impact?
Yeah, that is something that is here and real, and we'll have to deal with it. One put right back up the middle. Crusaders a little late on the flip, too. They get the lead there at second.
Yeah, you'd kind of like to see the younger Phillips. I'm drawing a blank. Levi, thank you very much. Charge that ball and go and get it to give his shortstop in Mulder an opportunity to try and flip that in time instead of waiting, especially in this grass here. You know it's a slow roller. It's going to take forever to get to you. Go get that ball. But they do get one out. Runner taken off right off the bat. That'll be an easy stolen base for the Marshmen. Up to bat now is number 13. I'm not sure who that is. Reed
Vorlob. If I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, Reed, I apologize.
Yeah, we would like somebody to tell us that in the YouTube chat as well. Cameron, is this year 2? Year 3?
Year number 2 teaching.
Yeah, here at CWC?
Here at CWC.
How do you like the atmosphere at CWC?
It's a great atmosphere. Oh, there we go. Some action. Levi Phillips unable to get up high to that one. Vorlob advances the runner. He gets himself a single.
Good piece of hitting there. Just reaching out the bat, taking the ball where it was at. It was a little bit to the outside. Didn't get a ton on it, but just over the reach of Levi over at second base. Yeah, so finishing your thought there.
School has a lot of potential. You know, I like to have high standards, and I'm hard on kids, and I don't apologize for that. You always want them to do better, but it's been a great second year. Excited about the future of not only the school as a whole, but the athletic program as well, obviously. And a lot of these young athletes that we have coming up through the ranks and the contributions they're already making.
Great weight room. That's now just finally, I would think, where you kind of want it.
Absolutely. The Booster Club, Central Wisconsin Booster Club, Athletic Booster Club, behind every strong Crusader team is a stronger support system. And the Booster Club has gone above and beyond the facilities that they've helped support there at CWC to the intent to get our athletes in the weight room.
1 and 2 is the count. Yeah, and speaking of it, again, a great sponsorship there in CWC Booster Club. Supporting all of their athletic programs. Today, the girls soccer team went to the Hope School and did their, soccer does a fall season and a spring season. They go there and they do their community service.
Boys in the fall, girls in the spring. I know that's something that those girls look forward to, and Hope School kids as well.
Strikeout there for Lawson Phillips. Brings up 2 down. Runners sitting at second and third here for the Marshmen. That would be huge if CWC can get out of this, with stranding those 2 runners in scoring position. Good pitch right there by Phillips. Up to bat is Owen Munchie.
As expected, Phillips able to find the strike zone. A little more consistency.
Is Munchie the one that hit the home run?
I believe he was.
Yeah. Hit on the ground hard to the shortstop. Mulder grabs a hold of it, fires across the diamond. Goldade with a big stretch. My apologies for not hitting the switcher on that one to get the out. No runs on, I believe it was 2 hits. No errors and 2 left on. And after 1.5, your score, 2-0 here for the Marshmen. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second will be Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome back here to Schlieve. So we were just talking about, I was just mentioning it to Cameron right now as we're looking at angling only. Hey, get out there, and right now, good hit there by Goldade. Drops in there for a single for the Crusaders. So they have another hit, or that's their first hit, but they've got a runner on base.
Finally able to crack it out there a little bit. Goldade drops one in. That'll bring up Zach Hoffman.
But it's talking about angling only as well. As get out there and book your charters with Captain Jeremy Brenner. You cannot ask for a better guarantee that you're going to catch fish the weight that he says you're going to catch, or you get 50% off the next time. He'll take you out again. I mean, who else gives you that type of guarantee when you go fishing?
Not many places you're going to go fishing to find a guarantee.
1-1 is the count to Zach Hoffman. My son, though, has a friend that when we lived in Medford, really tight family friend, and he's working at Mercury. Hit right up off of the foot. The pitcher grabs a hold of it, flips over to first. Good play there by the pitcher. Let's see if he's going to be okay. I hope he's not the one that got hit in the first game. He might be, because it sounds like, how does that happen again, is what it sounded like. So he comes over. They're going to check on him and see if he's okay. He says, yep, I'm fine. But obviously they'll take a little bit of time here. But he's got an opportunity now to go do some walleye fishing out on Lake Erie, and he's pretty excited about that opportunity to go with the family friend from Medford, who's, like I said, is working as an engineer right now at Mercury Marine. He's got some connection there, so they're going to go out there and they're going to have do some fun there. And then he is heading to Minnesota a week after that to do spend some time with his billet dad and do some fishing up there as well. So he's got some outdoor activities coming up, which is about time, because otherwise he's sitting in my basement all the time. First of all, monitoring our broadcast during the evening, but he works from home 3 days a week for the Michaels Corporation. That's going to be hit well by Dutyne, but right at the center fielder, and they're going to double off Goldade. Oh, my. Fundamentals again. The ball hit in the air. You stay tight to the base. And a double play erases anything that's happening for CWC, and the senior gets doubled off. We'll step aside. No runs on one hit, one base running error, but it doesn't count that way, and nobody left on, and we'll be back here from Schlieve.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
Hello. Welcome back here to Schlieve Field. Jeff's live stream here covering the second game of the doubleheader between the Marshmen of Horicon. Hit right down the line.
Leighton Kruger just barely foul.
Boy, I didn't even see the signal with the hands going up to signal that it was a foul ball. The officials normally throw their hands up to say that it's a foul ball. He didn't do that. Okay. Long strike is what that counts as. Big mistake there by the senior on base running there to get the out for CWC after they had something cooking. That's going to be fouled off once again by Leighton Krieger. One of a few players that I can recognize by their number. Much better job here, though, in this contest. It's only 2-0 here for the Marshmen. Good pitch right there by Phillips to get him swinging on the strikeout. That looked nice, Cameron.
That looked very nice. Just where placed it just where he needed it, just where he wanted that one. That'll bring up 24 Max LeBlanc, 1 for 1 on the day with a single out to left.
That's going to be hit right off of the cue ball shot, grabbed over there by Phillips. Underhand flips it over to Goldade to get the out for out number 2. Much better compete level here out of the Crusaders in game number 2.
That's kind of what they were expecting, I do believe. They really get behind Lawson in his pitching, and had a few comments with some of the players between games going down to get the lineups, and let them know that I was not going to stick around and broadcast another loss.
And they said, okay, Mr. Hatcher, we'll win this one for you.
That's right. They better.
1-0 is the count.
They know I won't let them hear the end of it otherwise.
That's right. You've only got 2 more weeks where you can just let them know how much they lost.
Phillips there with another one.
Good pitch there, 1-1. Again, I've so far been impressed with the start that Lawson's got. Didn't like that call, shakes it off. Here's the pitch.
Curve looks like it got away from him a little bit there.
I did not realize that Brandt is calling the game. Here comes the pitch. Hit hard. Just foul. Once again.
2-2 the count.
That time I could hear the umpires say foul, but again, fundamentally, you're supposed to put the hands up to signal so that everybody can see.
We can't complain too much. He does give us substitution notifications.
Well, they
back
have
here.
switched around, though. This is the base one from the first game. They switch behind the plate and base umpires, usually in a doubleheader.
Full count here. Barrett Meyer.
2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up into the air. Levi Phillips is going to go back, get underneath it for the out. And once again, CWC gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. After 2.5 complete, your score 2-0 for the Marshmen of Horicon. CWC coming up to bat. We'll be back.
Jeff's Hour with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field.
Jake Van Herwarden up to bat for the Crusaders. Takes ball number 1 high and inside. Drives that one shallow center field. Second base, Jay Graven able to track that one down on the edge of the grass.
Nice job there by Graven to track it right off the bat coming there. Good communication between himself and the shortstop. Fundamental communication there, and he picks it off and gets the out.
Bring out freshman Ryden Perry as he fouls off his first pitch for strike 1.
So Ryer's ankle must not be doing well. Although I think Ryden came in for Sam, right?
He did. Sam's finger.
Did it end up getting a cut?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm assuming it got a split. Usually that's what happens there.
It was split open pretty good. He had it bandaged up and good bit of blood covering his uniform. Ryden Perry takes one down the third base line. Not in time to beat that one out.
Good hustle for Perry, but a better play by the third baseman for the Marshmen, firing it across the diamond to get the 5-3 put out for the out. 2 down, brings up number 6.
Carson Mulder, shortstop for the Crusaders. So he watches strike 1. I'm going to get my iPad plugged up here. You're running out of...
Yeah, we don't want to run out of juice.
Well, we are not charging.
Let's use this one instead. Try this one. 1-1.
There we go.
the dirt, gets away from the catcher. 2-1. Two down for the Crusaders. Again, a much better compete level so far in this second contest of the doubleheader. Looks at that one, and deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the visitors have 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, breaking ball just didn't break in there enough. 3-2, full count.
Good looking pitch, get great movement on it. Got Mulder dancing up there.
Good job there by Carson to draw the walk and get a runner on for CWC. I believe all 3 innings, Cameron, that they've had a runner on now.
Just cannot get them around. See what Phillips can do.
Be great to see if he can help himself out here. We'll see if he's going to put Mulder in motion right off the bat, use his speed. Pitcher was thinking the same thing, that might be trying to break right away, so he throws over. We've talked about this as part of the game that really drags on here for baseball. No pitch clock, so they don't have to speed up. They're allowed as many throwovers as they wish. Hit hard over to the third baseman. He gobbles it up, fires across the diamond, and gets the out. And Lawson checked over to see if the third baseman was throwing it over or not. And again, that is a mistake that you don't want to be doing as a runner. You put your head down, you talked about it before, and run to the base. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 3 complete your score, 2-0 with a Marshmen of Horicon coming up to bat.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner.
Welcome back here to Schlieve. Top of the 4th inning, 2-0 is the score for the Marshmen. Once again, the Crusaders are staying within striking range, and if you are a Marshman, you want to be a little bit concerned about that.
Number 7 hitter Brady Anderson up to the plate here. Watch this ball 1 outside.
Little breaking ball went a little bit too far to the outside. Start things off here in the top of the 4th for Lawson Phillips. In the dirt, good scoop there by Billy. 2-0.
40 pitches in for Phillips.
Inside again, 3-0. First time I think that with Lawson has been this behind in the count, if I remember correctly.
Very uncommon for him to get this far behind.
Anderson sitting on that one, of course, 3-1. He's still got a hitter's pitch right here. Lawson's got to be careful. Instead, he hits him. Hit by pitch. Anderson will draw the walk.
Quite a few of those today for the Crusaders, both in the first game and I believe, is that number 2 for today?
I believe that's the second hit by pitch here in game number 2.
Ethan Schlieve up to the plate now, I believe, was hit by pitch number 1.
You never want to give free base runners, but now you got nobody out. And as we were just talking, the Crusaders are in this game. You have to be very cautious. You don't want to give Marshmen any life. And we'll see what happens here. Taking off right off the bat, turns the bunt. That is in there for a strike, but allows for the stolen base. And the runner's now in scoring position. They'll trade that one for a strike to get a runner at second. Here's the pitch. That was hit well, but foul. That car was sitting out there, almost caught one in the windshield. That would have been a really helpless feeling. I mean, what do you do?
That would have. I mean, they're sitting. I believe somebody is in the driver's seat watching the game. They almost had a front row shot there, right in the windshield.
That's a typical Schlieve thing, is they like to do that. They used to do it over at the Gus as well, but then the windscreens were put up, and then the private property owned. That's going to be fouled off. Brent trying to get there again. No help from the players. Fundamentals. Right there, right there, right there. Help him out, popping out. And again, I harp on that a lot just because I was a Little League coach here, again, with the kids that were Caleb's age, and that's what was harped on us, is to make sure that you were coaching them about fundamentals. We'll take care of the things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll take care of the more advanced things. You teach them the fundamentals so I don't have to spend time reteaching it. Swing and a miss, and a big strikeout there for Lawson Phillips.
Much needed getting out on the board. Brady Anderson getting a very big lead.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he's going to try and swipe third. Not now, not with a left-handed hitter.
But now, if he was going to do it, that was his chance.
That's what I was thinking.
Best chance, we'll say.
Right, right.
Quentin Brown at the plate for the Marshmen.
In the dirt, good stop there, because we also know that gets past. Definitely swipes third. Potentially swipes home.
Easily stand up at third, potentially making a round for it.
1-0 is the count.
Pick-off attempt. This time Carson Mulder is there.
Yeah, we had one in the first game where it was just thrown right into the outfield. One and 0. Corners in a little bit here. I mean, expecting a bunt, which isn't a bad defensive play. Nice pitch right there by Phillips, 1-1.
Lays on the gas. Put that one right down the middle.
Big lead over there at second base. Hit hard right over the first baseman's head. That'll be at least one run coming in on that big lead over at second base. Scores the run on the single as Anderson comes all the way around to score, and it's now 3-0 for the Marshmen.
Just one out, still one on.
Now, I want to make sure I clarify for folks here, because you're going to wonder why I got so excited. We're homers. I make no bones about it. I am a Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders fan up and down. But when you see a good baseball play, you call out a good baseball play.
Absolutely, and that was a good baseball play. Strike one in there to Vorlob.
Good pitch again. Lawson doing a nice job of firing strikes.
All the way down the lineup, these Marshmen have put the bat on the ball today. It's been fun to watch. If you're a Marshman fan.
Right, absolutely, right. Well, again, a much better contest here in game number 2. They're doing a much better job of competing, much better job of getting the bat on the ball for the CWC. Runner takes off, and no throw once again. Just not enough velocity on that pitch, plus it was inside to the lefty, and they have a stolen base. With only one out, the same situation they just were in, a base hit will score a run. Inside and tight. Lawson says, get back off the plate. 2-1.
53 pitches so far for Phillips.
That's pretty good.
Not bad,
Sitting here in the top of the 4th inning.
Compared to Brown's 26, however.
Yeah, but he has to pitch it. Oh, swipes that base. There's a base. That's a hit and run. Skolma could not see it, and he's going to get in on the single, and the runner advances. And my apologies again for not flipping this the switcher. I was trying to watch and see what's up. Jacob put his eyes up to shield the sun. Does he? I thought I saw him with sunglasses over there.
Yeah, he's got sunglasses.
Must not have high quality.
I don't know.
And once again, but what a harp fundamentals. Nobody helped him. Nobody said, "Here's the ball."
Not hear any of his fellow outfitters talking to him there.
Runner's going to steal second.
As you would expect.
Right, but that's again your shortstop is communicating and saying, right here, pointing and showing.
Center fielder should have been talking to him in,
as well,
out, out. Something.
Yep, absolutely. 0-2. I completely agree with you. And those are some of the things yet that this, I'm going to say it's a young program. It's still only 5th year for the program, but those are some things, again, that they have to get these fundamentals down. That should be, instead of worrying about a pickoff play over at second base, let's work on the basics of communication. That's going to be popped up in the air. That should be
Jackson Butine's under it, makes the grab.
For the second out, keeps the runners at second and third.
Oh, and Munchie up 1 for 2 with the home run today. And ground out to short. Steps to the plate with 2 outs.
A little bit low. That was a good pitch, just low. That's a hard one to hit as well. That's smoked.
Drives that one in the gap between right and center.
It
Biden
scores
Perry
2.
Able to track that one down fairly quickly, holding Munchie to at least 1. Still able to drive in 2.
Good piece of hitting there by Munchie. 2 runs come around to score for the Marshmen. Makes it 5-0 for the team in orange. Brings up number 34, Leighton Krieger. First pitch is in there for a ball. Boy, they have a huge lead over there at first base. Not sure. They must see something. I mean, initially right there, that's not. But all of a sudden, he's going to take off in the dirt. They must be picking up something off of Lawson's motion that allows him to get that stolen base pretty easy. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground in the gap. That's short. Allows the runner. They're going to send him from. Ooh. Coach has got to be careful there. If he touches the player, he's out. After he came and rounded around the base. Good piece of hitting right there as well. In the gap. Much better job there by Jacob Skolman to play that one and get it in a hurry to make sure that that run could not score. 2 down.
For Max LeBlanc, up to the plate for the Marshmen, trying to keep this 2-out rally going.
Did they make a call here for first and third? Boy.
Gonna let him have it.
With 2 outs. Base hit will score 2. 1-0. Why? Throws over to third base. The runner is going to score. Now they're going to score both.
2.
Wow. You have 2 outs. Concentrate on the batter to get the out. Instead, you throw over to third, miss the third baseman altogether, throws it all the way to the fence, and it allows 2 runs to score. It's now 7-0. At least the bases are cleared. 2-0. Here's the pitch. 3-0.
Billy talking to his pitcher out there, trying to get him focused to shake off those runs. Back in down here and handle business. Still have work to do.
3-1. Here comes the pitch. And he drills him. Sorry, 2-1. I thought it was 3-1.
I thought it was 3-1 as well.
It was.
Maybe I could have been wrong.
No, it wasn't. It was three straight balls after that. Drills the batter. We got a coach's visit coming up. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream, along with the doctor, Cameron Hatcher.
One of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options. Appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The Rock Golf Club combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front 9 play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you. Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
Back.
Couple of changes here for the Crusaders. Jacob Skalma comes out of left to get on the mound for the Crusaders. Ryden Perry slides over to left field, and in off the bench, Lucas Greenfield out into right. Steal attempt, good. for the Marshmen.
That's one thing also that they have been able to do pretty much at will. I don't think they've thrown anybody out at second. They've been able to steal the base at will.
2-0 the count here to Barrett Meyer. Make that 3-0.
Jacob Skalma on the bump now for the Crusaders. Good stop there by Billy. If he doesn't, that one's definitely going to score, or sorry, get the run over to third.
I thought the count was 3-0.
I did too.
Maybe that was a strike and they just didn't put it on the board.
That
one
could
is
be.
definitely ball 4.
Yes. Jacob Skalma comes in. Again, when you come in relief, the first thing you want to do is you want to just throw strikes again. Now, you don't want to give up a free base. Now you have runners at first and second. What started out in this contest, the first 3 innings, solid for Crusaders, all of a sudden just turned into a dumpster fire. That one in there for Skalma, throws a strike.
Off-speed pitch right out of the gate for Skalma. Anderson wasn't sure what to do with it.
Big swing at that one. It looked like a beach ball coming in there right at the eyes. A little bit of speed taken off of it. 0-2. See if Jacob can come in and end this inning. Breaking ball. That was a good curve ball there. Better piece of hitting there by Anderson to fight it off. Didn't want to do anything with that except for just get it out of play.
Was not going to let that high arcing inside out curve fool him again.
Oh, and 2 with 2 outs. Right up the middle,
Right
off of the foot of Skalma. Can he get there in time? No.
Smart play by Skalma there to hold on to that one. And not risk bad throw. Billy walks out to make sure he's okay. Looked like it got him off of the bottom of the cleat there.
That's what it looked like to me as well. Bases are loaded for the Marshmen.
Ethan Strife comes up to bat. Strife?
I think it's Strife. I think. If we're wrong, maybe somebody will let us know in the chat.
I'll have to take a look at that chat. Try to keep an eye on it here. I'm sure somebody's out there screaming I'm telling it wrong.
Yep. That's why we have that chat open, because you have the option to turn it off. We've seen several of the other broadcasters turn off that function. They don't want it as a distraction. They don't want people to put in there, but we're opposite here. We want to help create memories for these kids. That's why we do this. We want them to know that you were there watching.
Absolutely.
And the balk. And the runners are all going to advance 1 base. It's now 8-0. Just a hair late as the balk call was already made on the instant replay. I was trying to see what happened there. Fouls that one off.
0-2 the count.
I'm also surprised, I have to say this, that they don't have protection on the front of these dugouts.
That is, I kind of like that style. I always remember coaches asking for kids to keep their head in the game and pay attention. And no wall in the front of the dugout. You better be paying attention.
Yeah, but it doesn't take much, though, for a hard line drive to come over there and drill you. Even if you're paying attention, to catch one in the forehead. That's why I'm surprised at least that they don't have netting. That's a good pitch in there by Skalma to get the strikeout to end the inning, but not before damage is done once again. Score is 8-0 after 3.5. The Marshmen with the lead. We'll be back here at Schlieve Field in Waupun. Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field in Waupun. Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher. 8-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Let's see if the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders can respond and put a run across. That's a good hard hit, but right at the third baseman for number 2, Brant Billy. Put a good charge into it, but right at the third baseman for the first out.
Thought that was going to get something going there. Billy really got a hold of that one, but unfortunate right at third base, who did not have a problem with the sunshine on the left side of the field there. Skalma, strike one, a little behind that one. Trying to help his calls from the mound.
Oh, and 2.
That one freezes him.
Oh, didn't break enough. It had me fooled there for a second.
Did not break enough. Just barely missed Skalma there.
Yeah, I don't know how you lay off of that, to be honest with you. 1 and 2. Went around. Plus, I believe he fouled it. It was the call. Trying to remember what the see if I can figure out what the umpire's signals are. Either way, it's an out. 0 and 2. What a beautiful day. What a great weekend is supposed to be coming up.
It is about time. Nice to have some nice weather.
Do you plant a garden?
I think we're going to try to plant one this year. Definitely going to have to get over to Hookstra's and see what they've got. I'm not going to waste time trying to start them from seed. I'm going to let them do the hard work, and I'm going to go pick up some plants that have already started.
Yeah, my wife said they had some beautiful ones there. I believe she said she picked up some cucumbers, I think she said, and I'm not sure. I thought she said she picked up something else. She said it was just too hard to decide. She had to leave.
Easy to spend some money in that place.
Well, she said there was just so many choices, but we just don't have that much dirt to plant stuff in.
I think we've got 3 or 4 flowers in a small flower bed in front of our house, and the rest of it is grass, and I like it that way.
Gets him with the curveball, striking out.
Are we going to give him a swing on that one?
I would say not, but that's your call.
Looking at that one.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on. And after 4 complete, your score from Schlieve in Waupun, Wisconsin is 8-0. The Marshmen.
Marshmen try to add a couple more here. See if they cannot pull a double run rule on the Crusaders.
We'll be back.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service, serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado.
Welcome back here to Schlieve. You just saw the ad for Hookstras. Yes, I'm pushing. You got to get there. Tomorrow, what a beautiful day to go pick up some plants for Mother's Day. They've got such beautiful hanging baskets. I believe they've got a place where they're going to be able to have kids plant their own flowers. That's going to be fouled off to the left-hand side for strike number 1.
I can't wait to get back over to Katie's in Oakville and check out the specials, man. That taco bar that they had on Tuesday after the game, we hopped over there after the baseball game. Had some great tacos, great service.
Yep.
And I know they've got specials just about every night of the week. It's Friday tonight.
Right,
Friday
fish
night,
fry
fish
over
fry,
there
that's
would
right.
be. They have fish fry tonight and tomorrow. You don't have a lot of fish fry Saturdays, but they do for both. They also have prime rib on Saturdays. Sunday is their roasted chicken. Their roasted chicken dinner is really good as well. So if you're looking for something to do there, take Mom over to Katie's. That's hit well.
Deep right field. Lucas
What a
Greenfield.
good job there for Lucas Greenfield, who came in, and he got the catch. Timed that well. One of the first outfielders we've seen catch the ball really well.
Absolutely. Moved his feet, first step back, twisted those hips, got a good angle on the ball, makes the easy catch.
Good job there by Lucas. Mentioned before, as you had mentioned, but I want to make sure Ryan Hull is in at third base for Jackson Butine.
Get some of these freshmen in to get some work and experience out here.
Jacob Skalma throws that one in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count with 1 out.
Reed Vorlob 2 for 3 on the day with a ground out and a couple of singles. Here we go with another ground out as well.
Good play over there by Levi Phillips to stay down. Flip it over to first base and Gavin Golday to get the out. Just a couple of mistakes that they made for the Crusaders, and a good team makes you pay for them.
Absolutely.
And the Marshmen have done that. Yep, they have. They made them pay.
Jake Raven had a good day. Looking to add to it here. Lucas Greenfield again able to get the Crusaders out of this inning.
2 fly balls over to the right fielder in Lucas Greenfield to get the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on. And after 4.5 complete, your score from Schlieve Field is 8-0. The Marshmen of Horicon. We'll be back.
Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a roasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options. Appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field.
Zach Hoffman up at the plate for the Crusaders. 1-1 with a ground out on the day. He just barely gets out of the way of that one.
Wear it, sunshine. You need runs.
Badly.
1-1. Let's see if my wife got my message about picking up my...
She's too busy playing in all those Hooksters flowers.
Yeah.
Ball 2, a little low.
Two and 1 is the count to Zach Hoffman. Hit hard. Fair ball.
Finally, a good hard hit ball for the Crusaders. Hoffman smartly holds up at 1.
Good job that time.
Lets one fly from deep left.
I was watching the umpire Blue. Perfect job pointing that it's in. Doesn't say a word. Most people are expecting the umpire to say that it's fair. They're not. Their job is to point fair.
Ryan Hull up at the plate for the first time today for the Crusaders. Takes strike 1.
Just a freshman. Not for long. 2 more weeks.
Not for long. That's right.
Hoffman's going to take off. Catcher fires way off base.
Did a good job coming off second there. Makes Jay Graven make sure that one doesn't get into the outfield, and Hoffman gets an easy third.
Good job there on Zach with a good jump. Stolen base. See why that was a balk. See if I can... I don't think I switched. I was trying to get my switcher to it. I wasn't able to capture it. I don't think he was set probably for the full, what has to be determined, like I mentioned before. Hull goes down swinging for the out.
Jake Van Herwarden returns to the plate.
Another freshman.
Freshman getting that playing time. Jake, of course, played in the first game. The other freshman getting playing time here with injuries and into this doubleheader.
1-0.
As you can see it as a positive or a negative of being a small school. So many more opportunities for these athletes to play a sport they may not get a chance to either be on the team and or contribute at a much larger school, and come to a smaller school and get to play and contribute in multiple sports.
And on the ground to the second baseman.
Warden, a chopper. Second baseman bobbles.
Took a bad hop. It's still going to have to go down as an error, I think, but just took a bad hop. Scores the run for the Crusaders.
Ryden Perry up to the plate first time today.
Back-to-back freshman.
To the roll, the double.
Got it. They're going to say double play. Sorry about that. The little chuckle is, I heard tie goes to the runner. No, or 1 run on, I don't know if there was a hit. I don't think so, right? Oh, yes, Zach did have a hit. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on, or nobody left on. After 5 complete your scores, 8-1. Coming up to bat are the Marshmen of Horicon.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry.
Welcome back here to Schlieve. Top of 6. First pitch there by Jacob Skolma is in the dirt for ball 1. Maybe I need to hire your wife as my consultant.
There you go.
To see if she can get out there and get some advertisers for us. That's going to be popped up into the infield. Goldade's going to chase after it, and
I think he kept his eyes on Brent Billy instead of the ball.
Which, again, fundamentals, your catcher never catches the ball. Unless they absolutely are the only one who can get there.
It's always easier moving in on the ball that way.
He just doesn't have a ball to be catching that type of stuff. That's not what his glove is for. Lack of communication. That's going to be swinging bunt right out front. Skolma picks it up, and they're going to say they get the out. And again, I forgot to hit the switcher. I was more interested in watching the play, and it was a good play. Skolma picked it up, fired it over, and just gets in time, gets the out over at first base for out number 1 on the 1-3 putout on the swinging bunt.
Is that what it's actually called, the swinging bunt?
No.
That's a first.
That breaking ball way to the outside. Ball 1 to Leighton Kruger.
Nobody's gotten in the chat so far to tell us we're doing it wrong.
Nope. That's a strike right on the outside edge. 1-1. What's up for tomorrow?
Doubleheader here again at Schlieve. We won't be covering that one on the broadcast, but I'll apologize for those living close by. You'll have to hear me on the PA announcer as it's senior night or senior day for our CWC boys here. So I'll be here helping them celebrate, them and their parents and families as well tomorrow, and a busy day for us on Jeff's live streams.
Oh yeah, we're heading to New London. That's going to be a strike, 3-2. We're going to cover Waupun softball and Laconia softball, taking on some Luxembourg Casco and New London. 2 strong programs. That should be a great, not really a tournament, I guess. It's just a couple of games. I can't remember what it's officially called, but it's not a tournament. But yeah, Randolph is coming here to take on CWC, and that should be a good contest here. A doubleheader once again. That's hit. Little flare. Good cover there by Levi
Phillips, able to track it down, coming all the way over behind short.
Good jump there. Saw it the whole way. Great play by another freshman. 2 down for the Marshmen.
Definitely a much slower pace for them this game, but can be difficult to put up 15 plus in back-to-back games.
For sure.
No slouch of an 8 on that board either.
No. 23 runs in 2 games. That's pretty efficient offense.
Quite impressive.
Ball 2, just a little bit low to number 24 for Horicon. Max LeBlanc.
Yep. Shortstop for the Marshmen.
High, 3-0.
Hit or miss with that breaking ball. It's good.
That's in there for a strike on the inside edge. 3-1, taken all the way was LeBlanc. Still has the hitter's count right here with 2 down. Nobody on base for the Marshmen. Here's the pitch by Skolma. Outside, draws the walk. It's going to bring up number 17.
Barrett Meyer. designated hitter for this game.
How's he done so far?
0 for 2, a couple of flyouts and a walk on the day, or in this game, excuse me.
Reaches out, a little bit of a flare. That's going to drop in there, and the runner's just going to take off and go all the way to third. That is fundamental running, exactly the way you're supposed to do it. With 2 down, it was a little hit and run, and he decided he's going to put his head down and go. He heard contact, unless it's an out.
And he did not look at the ball.
Nope, not one time. All he did was put his head down, and he looked at his coach to make sure that he knew what he was doing.
As soon as he saw that ball hit, he watched it that split second, and as soon as he took off, his eyes were on coach.
First and third now with 2 outs. Skalma steps off, fires over to hold the runner.
Right field moving on that one, too, on the case that there is a bad throw or no catch and a pass ball there on that pickoff attempt. Because Billy can't get up and run that direction with the runner on third.
So that's the one thing I just don't understand right there. So you just threw over to hold the runner at first. But then when he does take off and steal, you let him have the base. That one's confusing to me. That's going to be a little flare right to the shortstop. Grabs a hold of it. Carson Mulder to get the out. No runs on 1 hit, I believe it was. No errors and 2 left on. After 5.5 complete, your score is 8-1. Coming up to bat is going to be the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders, seeing if they can push a couple more runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field. 8-1 is the score for the Marshmen of Horicon. Let's see if the Crusaders can do something here. Leading things off is going to be Carson Mulder. Here's the pitch. Good base hit right there for Mulder. Gets the single. Gets things started here for the Crusaders. It's going to bring up number 22, Lucas Greenfield. Let's see if we can find him here.
I got him.
You got him? Takes a swing at that one, fouls it off. 0-1. It's a nice hard hit there by Carson Mulder. Stayed with it, drove it right back up the middle. Throws over, holds Mulder on the base. 0-1.
Mulder on the steal. No throw.
This is probably the first time I have seen so many catchers' indifferences not even making an attempt.
I think that one might have been a little in the dirt. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
3-1. Gonna miss that one. That's gonna allow the runner to advance over to third. I believe that was ball 4.
Should be ball 4, yeah. Take your base. No?
Did I miss something? Okay, I guess I did. 3-1.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was okay. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing at that one. 3-2 for Lucas. Runner sitting in scoring position in Carson Mulder. Here comes the pitch. Hits that one on the ground to the shortstop. Picked up. Fires across the diamond. Gets the out over at first base. But he does his job. Scores the run on the sacrifice or on the fielder's choice. Nope. It's not the fielder's choice because he took him out at first. So he just scores the run. Eight to 2 now here for the Crusaders. In the dirt for a ball to Brant Billy. It's got to be tough on the knees to be back in back-to-back games. I think playing catcher as well. I don't care how young you are. That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. How many pitchers is the Marshmen pitcher at?
53 right now for Quentin Brown, unless I've missed a few.
Which is possible, but still, even if we just missed a few, I mean, that would be at 60.
As I'm sure many of our listeners know, that's probably more of a reality than a possibility.
Yeah, ours are always unofficial, but again, that's going to be hit on the ground to the
Billy
shortstop.
Chops one up the middle.
Again, fires across and gets the out.
What a play there by Max LeBlanc.
It's just very unorthodox the way that he feels the ball and runs towards the first baseman and then throws on the run.
That one I get. His momentum was carrying him in, but yeah, I see what you're saying there. Definitely unique, but it's working for him.
That's going to be hit on the ground. Let's see if we can pick it here.
Replay.
And gets the out on the 6-3 putout. 1 run on one hit. No errors and nobody left on. After 6 complete, your score is 8-2. The Marshmen coming up here in the top of the 7th. We'll be back.
Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field. Top of the 7th. Marshmen lead Crusaders 8-2. Jacob Skalma still on the bump for the Crusaders. Ethan Strife up to bat. Quentin Brown on deck. Top of the lineup, Reed Borlob due up for the Marshmen. The shadows are getting long here at Schlieve. All one in the dirt.
Yeah, but I was just looking and I could actually still see it. If you look at just to the left of the scoreboard, nice. I don't think it's a full moon, but it definitely is close. You can see it over there a little bit.
My kids sure love to point that out. Hey, Haley and Riley, if you're sitting at home watching with Mommy.
Yeah. Take a look at the full moon. I just love those types of things as well.
That one, high fly ball. Phillips, again, tracks that one down.
That is the first time I can tell you, Cameron, that I actually heard Levi yells out, "I go." And that communication there was fundamentals, and it worked really well to see them get that out.
I definitely heard him yelling on that one. The other ones, I'm going to say that he probably yelled on those too, but he was going away from us. Ball one in there to Brown. High and outside.
Ooh, that's hit well.
On a rope, just barely foul. To deep right field. Making sure Lucas Greenfield is awake out there.
Tried to track it down, went after it. Just couldn't get there in time. Breaking ball a little bit inside. 2-1. I think it's 2-1.
I believe it's 2-1, but we'll wait and see.
Waiting to see if the umpire is going to give it to us here.
I don't know if he's keeping count off of the scoreboard.
I hope not. Yeah, okay, it was.
There we go. I heard him say ball 4. I have to get one ear out of the headphones here so I can pick up what's going on the field a little better maybe. Reed Vorlob strolls to the plate.
1 out, 6-run lead right now for the Marshmen. CWC needs to end it right here in this inning and then see if they can get up. Runner takes off. Is in there safe.
Sneaks under. Want to know the count of Orlob. 2 for 4 in this game today. He takes one opposite field. Flies foul.
I think I should have switched it over there. Carson Mulder tried to track that one down as Ryan Hull got twisted around in his feet at third base and get a good jump on it.
Won the count. Hard hit ball right at short. Carson was up behind second trying to make sure the lead didn't get too big there. Not in place to make the play. Good heads up base running there.
Good piece of hitting as well just to make sure you saw the gap. Smolder came over to try and hold the runner. Just had to slap it through there as he came over to fill.
Vorlob takes off. Throws good, but not in time.
Nine to 2 here in the top of the 7th.
At least we will get our full 7 in here in this game. Craven, deep left and foul.
He's had a pretty good day. I mean, I don't know where he's at the plate today.
0 for 4 today.
Okay, he was earlier.
Fly-outs, a strikeout, and an error.
The
but
first
still
game,
a good game.
Yeah, first game he was all over the ball.
He has made an impact whenever he has gotten on base. Just one out here. Graven looking to exchange places with Vorlob. That one high. Phillips again, able to track that one down.
I believe I could hear him saying that's mine as well. For the second out. Runner still sitting over at second base for the Marshmen. See if the Crusaders can get out of it right here.
Owen Munchie, big day today for him with the homer to lead things off. And a single. Couple of hard grounders.
Go back, I'm trying to figure out how, I believe that the one inning that the Crusaders gave up 5 runs or 4 runs in the one inning.
We're going to say that was a balk there.
Yeah, I got to see why. Oh, he started to go towards home. Runner advances over to third. Ball 1. 2 outs.
That was the 4th inning.
Yeah. Okay.
Six up in that inning.
6 runs, okay. Because I was going to say, you take away the one inning that they had. I thought that they had a pretty good game going
It's been
here.
a good game, except that one. That's right. 3-0, the count here to Owen Munchie.
Oh.
Ball 4. Munchie, take your base.
Now runners at the corners.
You can only imagine that Munchie's going to take off here in this first pitch.
That's what they have done the entire time. So let's see again. Is there a coaching call that is called here with first and third? Here's the pitch.
No throw. Let him go.
0-1 is the count, and they're for a strike.
It's a big Leighton Kruger.
Yeah. Runners now in scoring position. A base hit's going to score 2.
Line drive. Right at the edge of the infield. Gonna be close at 2. Throw comes in high.
Oh, my apologies again,
That'll score
folks. Yep. Right out to left center. Good piece of hitting there. 2 runs score. It was going to go as a double. $11-2.
I'll bring up Max LeBlanc, 1 for 2 on the day. Hit by a pitch, a single and a ground out, and a walk.
Ball 1.
Leighton Kruger picked out his pitch and sent it packing.
It was a good piece of hitting. He was waiting for that pitch, that exactly the one that he wanted.
Drives that one deep center. Hoffman able to track it down for out number 3. Finally, Crusaders able to get out of the top half of the 7th. Seeing if they can lessen the damage here.
Would they give up their 2 runs?
2 runs.
Maybe 2 hits total, I'm guessing?
I'm guessing. Starting to lose track here.
Yeah. With only 1 left on after 6.5 complete to score. 11-2 for the Marshmen of Horicon. The Crusaders need to come up here and see if they can generate a ton of runs to get themselves back into this game. We'll be back. You listen to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Schlieve Field, bottom 7. First pitch in there to Gavin Goldade is a strike. Sunset starting to come in here. Nice little dusk you can see from that center field camera. So thank you to the doctor for setting that up for us.
Gives you a little taste of what those boys are dealing with. Left side of the field, definitely having to get some sunshine in your face there.
I don't understand. I mean, I guess there's never a perfect orientation, but the one orientation, we have the same thing over at the Gus. So here you've got it on the left side of the field where you've got the hot corner. And then over on the other at the Gus, you have the sun in your eyes when you're playing first base or you're at the right field. So every throw that's coming across the diamond is over to the first baseman, which potentially could be missed because it's thrown into the sun. 2-2 is the count to Gavin Goldade. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 3-2.
Goldade with a single so far in this game, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout.
Ooh, I don't know how he lays off that one, but he does. Gets the walk.
Don't think he really wanted to, but glad that he did.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough one. It was right on that outside edge.
Bring up junior Zach Hoffman, number 8 for the Crusaders. 1 for 2, the ground out and a single on the day. Scored the Crusaders' first run. So he watches strike 1 break off that inside corner.
Think Gavin's going for a stolen base?
Gonna go out on a limb and say no.
Okay.
When your lead from first is far enough that you could fall over with an outstretched arm and still get back to the bag, I don't think you're a threat of stealing.
Okay.
He gets a decent lead here on the movement towards the plate from the pitcher.
On the secondary, yeah.
No danger here of him stealing. That would have to be a definite case of catcher's indifference. Hoffman.
Must be getting a little bit tired out here for the pitcher. I don't know where he's at pitch-wise, but...
Sitting at 66 pitches right now.
Yeah, even if we missed a couple, 70-ish. Yeah.
Hoffman drives that one, hops to third. What a play there by Owen Munchie. Off the high bouncing grounder from Hoffman.
I'm surprised that Zach didn't run that out.
5-3 ground out. They just ask for
pitch count. I think he said 69, right?
I believe he did. So I'm at 67, so I've missed a couple in there somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's not bad for starting the game late. Electronically wise. 1 down. Goldade over at second base. Good block there by the catcher. 1-0.
Good eye there by Ryan Holt. Oh for 1 with a strikeout swinging earlier today. Looking to get something started for himself. Watch his ball too high.
2-2. With 1 out. 11-2 is the score. You can see that on the scoreboard right there in the center.
Hole, hard hit ball high in the left. Reed Vorlob tracks it down, no problem.
You watch the fundamentals right there. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but the first thing he did is tries to pick up the ball. He turned his hips, takes steps backwards, and then he finds himself almost in the perfect position to grab a hold of the ball. Didn't have to hardly move after that.
Jake Vanderwarden steps to the plate. Watches strike one, breaking ball.
Down to their final out here.
Last chance for the Crusaders to make something happen.
Pretty sure that was a strike, right?
It was. I thought it was.
Ball, oh my gosh.
Goldade on the steal attempt. And that'll be all she wrote.
We're going to step aside here, and we'll be back listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream here at Schlieve Field here in Waupun. Let's take a look at some stats here for our post-game show. I got to put on the right switch. There we go. For the visiting Horicon Marshmen at the plate today, Quentin Brown was 2 for 3, and Reed Vorlob was 3 for 5. Owen Munchie was 2 for 4. Leighton Krieger was 2 for 4. As far as hitting, as a team, they had 12 hits, 10 singles, 1 home run, and 1 double. They took 5 walks, struck out 3 times swinging and 1 time looking in this contest. 11 stolen bases. Let's take a look at the pitching. Quentin Brown went the distance. He's going to get the win. Had him for 71 pitches or thereabouts. 28 balls, 43 strikes. Both runs were earned. Again, he had 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. So he trusted his defense really well. Let's take a look at the home team statistics here in this contest. Kevin Goldade went 1 for 2 at the plate. Carson Mulder 1 for 1. Ryden Perry was, sorry about that, I ended up hitting my button there. Ryden Perry was 1 for 2 at the plate. The Crusaders with 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 looking, 2 swinging. Pitching, Lawson Phillips ended up throwing 67 pitches, 28 balls, 39 strikes. All 7 runs or 7 of the earned runs are attributed to him. Skalma picks up the other 4. Lawson Phillips had 3 strikeouts, gave up 8 hits and only 1 walk. Skalma had 1 strikeout and 4 walks in this inning, and 4 hits as the Crusaders drop the doubleheader here this last contest, 11-2 the first game, 15-0. Hope so far you really enjoyed our broadcast here. As you can see, tomorrow we're going to be on the road right away to New London. Central Wisconsin Christian has a doubleheader here, so if you have a chance, come on down. It's senior day here as well, so come down and cheer on the seniors from Central Wisconsin Christian. And you can see the rest of our schedule coming up on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, as we've got a ton of contests that are going to be taking place here on Jeff's live stream. Again, I hope you've enjoyed your broadcast here. I like to always end with a prayer, so let's pray and give thanks. Please join me. Heavenly Father, I'd like to give you thanks again for the opportunity to continue to do this service here and bring glory to you and to the young people that you have put in our charge. We pray that we will constantly bring glory to you. We give thanks that everybody was safe today. We ask in your name that you be with all of the athletes as they travel home. We also, Heavenly Father, want to give thanks for mothers. As Mother's Day comes up and we get to celebrate that on Sunday, thank you again for making that one of your 10 commandments to honor your mother. And we pray that everybody will do that and remembering your name. Thanks again for allowing us to participate in this service. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Take care. God bless. We can't wait to see you at a diamond near us. It's Jeff Sauer with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher signing off here from Schlieve Field. The Crusaders drop a doubleheader. We'll be back. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.